Chapter 3 will be speaking about inequalities and their graphs. An inequality refers to a mathematical sentence making a comparison other than equality of two or more quantities. So in the past section, what we did was we said the left side was equal to the right side. These two sides were equal. Here we'd like to say that they're not equal and describe what their difference is. So one way we can do this is to say that 6 is not equal to 8, and we would express it this way with an equal sign that has a slash through it. We might want to say that 2 is less than 5, and we'd express it this way, 2, and then this is the less than symbol, 5. The small side is going to point to the smaller number. -1 is greater than -7, and we'd express it this way, -1, there's the symbol -7. H is 6 or greater. So we might want to say that not only is that maybe sometimes greater than, but it might be sometimes equal to as well. So here is greater than or equal to 6. N is 5 or less. So I want to say that N is sometimes less than and or sometimes equal to. So N is less than or equal to 5. To graph our one variable inequalities, we'll do it on a number line. And we'll first look at this one here where it says A is greater than 0. So if we want to express a comparison where the A is more than 0, we're going to write it that way. To show it on a number line, if it's more than, we put an open circle on the number. So 0, so we're going to put an open circle on the 0. And you can see the way it's pointing, it's going to shade to the right. So I want the numbers that are bigger than 0. If A is less than 1, we're going to place an open circle again on the 1 this time. So on 1, open circle, and to show less than, we shade to the left. We shade the smaller numbers over here. If we want to say that A is greater than or equal to 2. So A is greater than or equal to, so it's more than or equal to. In order to show the equal to part of it, we're going to put a closed dot on the 2. So you can see my closed dot here on the 2. And to show greater than, we're going to shade to the right. And then for A, it's less than or equal to 3. Again, it's equal, so we want to put a shaded dot on the 3, this is 3 right there, and shaded dot to show that it's equal, and then to show that it's less than, we'll shade to the left the smaller numbers. Okay, so here's a spot where you need to be careful. If when solving an inequality you end up with something that looks like this, with a 3 is greater than x, it's written this way. When we rewrite it with the x on the left side, it's going to be x is less than 3. So notice that the small side, which is next to the x here, stays next to the x. So x is smaller than 3. So read this way, x is smaller than 3. 3 is bigger than x. All right, example 1, we're going to do some graphing. So here I have that A is less than or equal to 4. So give that a try. Since it's equal to, we're going to put a shaded dot here. And it's less than, so we're going to shade to the left. B, M is greater than -3. So I'll put an open dot on -3. And because it's greater than, we'll shade to the right. C has 3 greater than K, so I want to kind of put it so that it's in the normal order. So I'm going to put the K is smaller than 3. So K is smaller than 3. So open dot on the 3 and then to the left for smaller than. And here also I'm going to put my W on the right side. So I have W is on the big side of -1. So it looks like this. So greater than or equal to. So since it's equal to, we'll put a shaded dot on the -1, and then because it's greater than, we'll shade to the right. Example 2, we're going to try and write the inequality that matches this graph. And you see we have an open dot, so that means it's not going to be equal, and it's shading to the left. it looks like the dot's on a 2. So x is going to be less than 2. You can see it's pointing that way. And you see my answer there, x is less than 2. B, looks like we have here a -3. So that's going to be -3 right there. And it's a closed-in dot, so it's going to be equal to, and it's shaded to the right. You can see the way the arrow is going right there. So x, well, I think I missed that one, right, is greater than or equal to -3. And then C, we have an open dot on -1, and then we shade to the left. And you can see x is less than -1. So we only use the equal to sign whenever it's a closed in dot. All right, we'll pick this up on the next video.